Getting chat pulled up.
Oh, Jesus, I messed up the thing. Hang on, there we go. Alright, that's good enough. Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of Transport Fever 2. We're gonna be trying some stuff today, because we've had some stuttering problems, but I think just maybe I finally figured out how to fix it. So, joining me today is our guest, Michah Deposit.
This is a Freight Friday because Train Tuesday was unexpectedly postponed till today.
That is correct, but Freight Friday it is, because as we can see, we have two double-headed mountains crossing over our what's it called, this bridge right here, and we have a Santa Fe pulling another oil train under the bridge. Two different oil trains going two different places. So, we're gonna let the game run just a little bit because I want to see if it stutters. I installed a mod that completely removes all of the smoke that comes from factories. And as we can see, the trains are flying now. Like, they were not going that fast 2 episodes ago. Even this 80 kilometer an hour freight train looks like it's actually doing 80 kilometers an hour. Now, the thing that we need to make sure... Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put geometry and textures back on very high. So, while we're waiting for it to reload, how have you been, Michah?
You know, just dealing with, like, the kind of reoccurring summertime problems of an invasion of fruit flies in, like, my apartment, so... Yeah, it's like fun times, basically, like having a mental breakdown and then like going out and buying Raid, and now I'm just ended up huffing like Raid as I like spray each individual fly that gets into like my line of sight. Although I make sure to like get like some outdoor air, get some fresh air.
Yeah, I feel
when
that.
I need to.
Well, yeah. So.
Well, it's like, of course, like before like we started stream, I was like taking up your like advice, like get like a cue card and put like honey in the center of it, and like hopefully that catches like a few more flies.
Yeah, you know, I that's an old like 1940s trick that you know, I learned. Also, we're in the wrong year. We didn't load the right save game. Whoops.
Oh.
I was wondering why wait, 39 and 40, right? Hang on, what the fuck? Give me 1 second. That's Mother Tree. That's weird. I could have sworn the year was 1939. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we had to have fixed it, because look at how fast that train is going. And that's like a slow freight train, too. It's going 90 kilometers. That's great. Fantastic. So, basically, what happened a few episodes ago is we actually had to delete all of the towns that were up here, all of the ones over here. And now if you go to Willow Bend, this is now a terminus station, which it was not. The trains used to come through here and go on this artful, like, thing, and then they came onto this bridge, which I left just as kind of a reminder of what was here before. I'm deciding to call that the Great Depression, because there was a town, this is where the track used to end, and there was this really cool, like, highway-looking express line that went all the way out. So now the only thing that's out here are, like goods trains and such. Oh, and we have stutter again.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah. At least it's, like, running smoother now. I think we should be okay. But yeah. What are some other things that changed since the last episode? Oh yeah, our PAX Northern which was originally run by Pacifics, have now been replaced by the Hiawatha type engine, which have taken over for, you know what, we're putting this back on high. I honestly thought it was gonna work. I thought that mod I installed that added, what's it called? The smoke reduction for the factories. I honestly thought it was gonna work. Because they said, it fixed a lot of lag and stuff. But, I mean, I found the stutter is, like, less unwatchable than it was. Because it would be, like, you know, 20 seconds and then a minute of stutter. But now I've gotten it to about 5 minutes of gameplay with 30 seconds of stutter. Which is, I don't know how to fix it any further, but,
Still, like, a better ratio.
yeah.
But it's, like, again, like, any kind of, like, those kind of glitches is kind of just, like, down to, like, the computer itself sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think...
Like...
my computer can definitely do it. I think this is honestly like a game problem. Like, so Transport Fever, has, it renders everything at once. All of this is happening, like if I'm over here, all of that stuff is still happening on the other side of the world, you know? So it's like, it just there's just too much going on, you know what I mean? So it struggles to render, especially on these big maps. So in the next Transport Fever 2 series, we're not going to use a gigantic map. That's for certain.
Makes sense.
I'm looking for one of our new trains that we have added to the East Haven Railroad, because they're great. They're very cool. It's not that. That's not that one either. Ah, here we go. She'll be coming around the mountain eventually. I can see it in the corner there. It's not the steam engine, surprisingly. I'm just gonna let it stutter, and if it gets... sometimes it's just moving around the map causes lag, you know? But yeah, there we have a North Haven Railroad food train leaving the station of North Haven. The stutter is unusually bad. I think it actually might be because I'm streaming in the Discord. Would it be alright if I shut that off and...
I guess so. I'll just like have to like watch the gameplay from
Yeah, I know that's... oh, it immediately stopped stuttering when I did that. But yeah, here we have another...
moral of the story is Discord is actually trash.
Yeah. So now we're just waiting for this food train to go by. And here comes the actual thing I wanted to present. It is our newest passenger locomotive, but will also be used for freight. It came out in 1935, designed by Raymond Loewy, who was a genius of Art Deco design. Where is it? Come on, here it comes. I'd like to introduce the GG1, which is a monstrously huge, extremely fast electric engine that was used from 1935 all the way to the late 80s. And here's another one passing by. These things are incredibly powerful. They're just great. They're one of my favorite locomotives ever, and I'm glad we finally get to see them. running on the East Haven circuit. This train leaving now has 359 passengers on board. That's ridiculous. And this one has 33. Nice.
The duality of train.
Yeah. Now, as this GG1 pulls into North Haven, an East Haven Railroad freight headed by 2 Mikados is coming the other way through the, probably headed for... Actually, it's leaving Springwell. It's hauling empty cars right now. But yeah, Micah, why don't you pick a town, and we'll find a person and we'll see where they're going.
Okay, probably... I'm not sure, like... I'm not really fully familiar with, like, the whole geography on this map, so, do... top right corner town.
That would probably be South Haven, even though this is technically the orientation. But, yeah, so
it's like whatever's in that proximity.
Yeah. Well, actually, Shoptown would be the farthest in the corner. Here we have the South Haven Locomotive Works, which I decorated in episode 1 all the way back in the day. But no longer is it making these types of engines, so we're actually going to quickly do some decorating just to update our locomotive roster. Now we have these mountain types. They're gonna be taking over the side tracks here. Let's get rid of this Sierra, because we don't need those. And let's find quickly a... Okay, I guess that's not gonna be much help. Let's find a something that we could use as a switcher. Let's use this. Because these engines have been out of style for quite some time now. It's time for, there we go. The narrow gauge engines are still in use, so we'll leave those. But yeah, let's find a citizen of Shoptown that we can... Wait, you're not supposed to be turning around like that. Why are you doing that?
Oh, stinky.
Hang on, what's going on? River Street, North Street. Oh, I see. So this one should be 2, and this one should be 1. Right? Yeah, that fixed it. I think, yeah. We've had a tram collision. But yeah, so this is basically the South Havens, like, where they make... in the canon of the world, where they make all of their trains and stuff. But, yeah. Not
only
many
goes to show the town I pick is where like an actual train wreck happens.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jack Reed is going to Shoreport, Willow Bend, and Shoptown. We could find a more interesting route than that. Ryan James, East Haven, Bushford, and Shoptown. How about you, Blake Lee, Shoptown, West Haven, Mountain Circle. So far, Ryan James is the winner. Joshua Campbell.
Well,
What?
Never mind, continue.
Oh, I was just saying, this guy's going to Yellowdale. Also, there's Cole Rogers. Actually, this guy might... No, actually, let's do, where was he? Ryan James. Michah Deposit. Or... There we go. Michah Deposit. I always
I
do
got
that.
myself insert.
Yeah. Yeah. Currently, we're waiting for the Shoptown commuter train, which is one of very few dieselized passenger services, and the only dieselized passenger service on the South Haven Railroad. Shoptown is serviced by 2 tram lines, the yellow and orange line, and 2 buses, the green and dandelion line. Because they painted both yellow. Why? Because we could probably upgrade these buses. We have these now. Look at that. Modernity. So we're probably going to get into the year of 1940 this episode, or maybe up to 1939, which would be really crazy, because that's when things really are going to start to change in the River Delta land. Currently, steam is king, but not forever. Which is crazy to hear me say, but what?
Right. Just wanted to say, welcome to the stream, Reich v. Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Says, like, tram wires crossing train wires?
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah, they didn't exactly design this, in the best way. I mean, they have some, centrifugal force holding up the wires here. Suspension bridge technology. Okay, so the train is coming. Yeah, and welcome to the stream, Reich v. Fox. It's very always good to see a new person. There's the train.
They say, loving
distance.
the history behind your map, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, this map is incredibly built upon its own history. Like each one of the 5 or 6 railroads that we have are based on real life American railroads. Some more so than others. So, like the South Haven, which is where this branch line terminates, is sort of based on the New Haven, but also on the Norfolk and Western. And that's just kind of like a choice. But, yeah, episode 1, we built this, and we built the entire Grainer's Loop, and oh, god damn it, come on, don't do this to me. Why are you here? Why are you here? You're supposed to be there. This is a double slip switch. So you should be turning... Wait. No. There we go. And it terminates in Alston. Okay, good. I had to reduce the graphics something fierce in order to get this game to, like, run at an appropriate rate. But here comes our, one of the only dieselized trains on the map. It's pulled by 2 New Haven painted Alco HH1000 types, and they're called that because I don't know what the HH stands for, but the 1000 stands for 1,000 horsepower. And there's 2 of them, so this train has 2,000 horsepower. This train is unique because it's also one of the only mixed trains on the map. Those baggage cars in the back bring tools from the South Haven train station to the freight depot here, where they then get brought into the town, but it also ferries passengers from South Haven to Shoptown. And if you watch the Derail Valley series, also featuring Michah Deposit, you know how much I love my New Haven Railroad trains. So
he's always representing the New Haven pride.
Yep, I grew up there. I love the history behind the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad. And I just love the paint scheme. No one's been brave enough to do the black and orange or the crazy like dazzle paint McGinnis scheme.
Also, just want to point out, thank you for following Chris.
Oh yes, thank you.
Like VFox, every follow counts.
Yeah, I'm so close to affiliate. I just need 3 viewers per stream, and I can get it. I've surpassed the follower requirement, and now I just need just the 3 viewers, and then I can make it. So this train is just kind of like a little push-pull service. You know, they got 1 engineer in front, 1 in back, and it just goes to show how gutless these Alcos are, because it takes 2 of them to move just 4 cars. But then again, these Pullman baggage cars are 85 tons, so a piece. So that's probably why it takes a bit. Now we got stutter again. As we enter the passenger...
No matter what we do.
Oh, yeah?
No matter what we do, it's just... we're gonna be cursed with stutter.
Yeah. I built this passing track because, you know, in the old days when every train came out of here, the Shoptown commuter needed a way to, like, if it was coming in, there needed to be a way for the trains coming out to, like, stop, so that's why there's this double track. It's just part of the old South Haven Railroad rules. If you're on the Shoptown commuter, always use the passing loop, because you never know what's coming. Oh my god, now what's wrong? What are you doing? Double slip. I don't know what's going on with these East Haven trains. I don't know why they're glitching out as much as they are. But these are double-headed with K4 Pacific types. The East Haven Railroad was originally based entirely around the color green, but now they're slowly turning into a Pennsylvania-Milwaukee Road style sort of deal. Back to the Shoptown commuter now, as we head past the old railfan spot that we spent literally 15 minutes at in episode 1. Narrow gauge 042 hauling logs passes over the bridge as the New Haven commuter passes under the bridge. Happy Pride. It's 2020, even though it's 1937.
That wasn't very current year of you, Chris, because it's 2021.
Oh, yeah, true.
Before you know it's going to be 2022.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, though. Okay, so now the Shoptown commuter waits as one of the secondary South Haven food trains goes by, hauling empties back to the Winterway hub. Also, another replacement, we replaced a lot of the Pacifics on the South Haven main line with Hudson types that can haul a lot more cars, and we also started using these stainless steel aluminum streamlined units, so now these trains are just gigantic, but they can still go incredibly fast, so passenger service, despite the Great Depression of the last episode where we destroyed our entire infrastructure in order to reduce lag, is still booming. And Reich, I was gonna say, if you wanted to have your own character get followed around the map after we journey with Michah, I was gonna say leave a follow, but you already did, so the next character we follow will be Reich V. Fox. This junction is really shitty, and you can see because this train is blocking this one, but there's literally no no way to fix that. Yeah, the passenger train ahead has to clear the block in order for this one to be allowed to go. Micah, do you understand what I mean when I say, like, block and, like stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so see how there's this signal here? And then there's this signal here? That's a block. It's basically the space in between two signals.
Right. And because, like, there's so much, like, kind of, like, overlap.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, But now he's still waiting because the food train coming the other way snuck in.
Also, welcome to the stream Juice Z10.
Oh, it's Juice Stein. I used to do that all the time. I do that all the time.
Stein. Oops.
How's it going, Juice?
Well, he's Juice Z10 from now on.
Or I always said it Juice ZTN or TN.
He's Z10 from now on until the next stream.
Actually, yeah. I mean, for the loyal viewers, there's is this it? Yeah, he has his own boat. The SS Juice Z Tyne. And it carries oil. It is an oil tanker. Not so environmentally friendly, but you know, sometimes you just gotta have a boat named after you.
The SS Z10.
Yeah. So unfortunately we lost Michah, but he's gonna be getting off here at this station, so we'll be able to find him again.
You'll always lose me. I'll go, like, wandering off on my own terms. If I don't vibe with the situation, I'm already gone.
Yeah.
No goodbyes. It's like ADHD, but I control, like, when I want to get distracted. I don't know. Maybe that's stolen valor. I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD, but it's like definitely my attention span has been like decayed due to the internet culture and whatnot. So
yeah, I think everyone's has to a degree. That's why I like doing these long plays, cause like if you want to watch like somebody breeze through Transport Fever 2, watch Skystorm. He always plays with like the thing on like max speed like that. I play with like you're going to experience 1937 in this world, and then 1938, and then onward and onward all the way to 2040. And so we're stuttering now, but the passengers are going to get let out of these mysteriously prophetic Pride 2020 coaches. Then he's probably going to switch trains over to the PAX Main, or to the Haven Limited. Adam Clark.
He's going to PAX East 2022.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. But I can't find.
He's going to be like hunched outside of the Bethesda booth.
Yeah.
Shouting constantly at Todd Howard. It just works, Todd! I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my god, don't even get me started on Bethesda.
It's not glitches, Chris, it's features.
Yeah, right. We actually need to upgrade this station a little bit because there's no underpass that gets us over to the other side. And we need that. Because right now, Mr. D. Posit is walking across the freight line, or the freight station. Gonna hobo his way onto one of the food trains going up north. Also,
sounds like something I would do.
Also, it appears our commuter train has gotten caught inside of a black hole.
No.
Okay, now he's on the other side. We can get a good view of South Haven here with its interurban railroad. Those trolleys are hauling freight, not passengers. And we're actually going to be taking the South Haven Railroad's Shoreport commuter, which goes to Shoreport, then to West Haven. And it just kind of does a direct route, and it only does those 3 stops. These trains are pulled by Austrian 480 locomotives. The 480 wheel arrangement is kind of a rare one because it takes what's good about a 280 and or I should say it takes what's good about a what am I trying to say? It takes what's good about a 462 and makes it worse slightly. Because this engine can't go backwards effectively because it doesn't have any trailing wheels behind the engine. But these apparently were good enough to go over the Gotthard Pass in Austria, and they can really fly. They have a max speed of 100 kilometers per hour, which is about 60 miles an hour in real-world metrics. Who am I kidding? I wish that America used the metric system.
I was about to say it's like 100 kilometers per hour. Chris, I don't know those units. Speak it in American units.
Yeah, I just use meters in this game just because like it's in a base of 10. So it's way easier to follow. I'm actually gonna reduce the volume just by 1 tick because I feel like I'm like screaming right now, like, and this is a 480, and it's.
Well, so I don't have like the same need to scream because I'm basically just like watching like the stream.
Right.
And I have it muted so I don't hear like past me talking over future me.
Oh yeah, that's probably good.
So it's like I don't have like the desire to speak louder. Only when I see like a fruit fly pop in front of me and then I'm like cussing up a storm and then like grabbing some flat object and trying to smash it against the wall and then end up hurting my wrist as I usually do.
Yeah.
You know, good times. Summer is great, guys.
Yeah. Our commuter train is now passing an Australian Tate motor, which has just come from Canyon Valley and is now heading towards South Haven. That's the Haven Limited. The mod maker, I don't know if that's what those cars are supposed to sound like, but they sound a little strange. Yeah, why don't we ride the train a bit? Oh, and here comes the stutter. Here, we'll do something else while it's stuttering. So this is where we're going. We're going to the city of Shoreport, but most likely, Mr. Posit is going to continue on across the gigantic Shoreport Bridge, which was built around episode 2, I think. We started it in episode 2. Yeah, that is the stutter. I was up until 2 in the morning trying to fix the stutter. And I've installed anti-lag mods. I've installed everything. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. But we've had some... But the stutter is now at a point where it's manageable. It's not as bad as it was, like, last episode. Last episode was, like, it was unplayable. But yeah. In Shoreport... Oh wait, were you saying something?
Or I was gonna about like make a joke about like how you were gonna have to like make a blood sacrifice to like the Dark Lord in order to get rid of the last bit of stutter. But go on with like the actual.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say in Shoreport, this is kind of like where the South Haven, where the Winterway Railroad's passenger service terminates, and the Winterway is like kind of like a New York Central like turquoise sort of thing. Shoreport originally just had this passenger station, but around like 1932, they were forced to build an underground South Station over here, so that the South Haven, the heavy hitter South Haven passenger trains could circumvent all of the traffic and go across the bridge on the side here in order to prevent incredible traffic jams. But yeah, the commuter just passes through the Broadway Limited, which is actually coming in now, and these are magnificent trains. Just wait for one of these to roll up and you'll see why Steam is my favorite. Oh, and the stutter's happening again. It's usually like 2 to 4 minutes on and then about 30 seconds to a minute off. So if you're okay with that, if you understand that what we're doing here is a good thing, then, you know, and you're just here to enjoy whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to rationalize why I'm still doing this series with this stutter, but yeah.
You're doing it with the stutter until you find another game that involves trains that does not stutter.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There isn't a game as good as this. There just isn't involving trains. This is the best one that exists. But yeah, take a look at this. This is the J3a Super Hudson. It's got a 464 wheel arrangement. It has a maximum speed of 160 kilometers, which is about 120 miles per hour. Built in 1934, I believe. And yeah, it's just one of the this is also a Raymond Loewy design. It's just one of the most beautiful steam engines ever designed, in my opinion. Ran in New York, all the way to DC, what is now the Acela. This was the proto-Acela.
I see the tuna can aesthetic hasn't changed since.
Yeah. Well, wait.
You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it to him.
Well, just wait till we get the diesels, and then you'll see plenty of tuna cans. Amtrak on the Northeast Regional ran a train for a long time called the AEM-7, which we will see eventually, which was effectively known as the Flying Toaster, because it was just a toaster.
Sounds like my kind of train.
Yeah. They actually got rid of those recently. They preserved 2 of them, I think. But, the rest were scrapped, and now they have, cell phone trains running on the Northeast.
How long will it take until Mr. Cell Phone will be dead too?
Probably 30 years or so. That's usually the lifespan. Railroads will run their locomotives into the ground, and then once they're completely toasted, no pun intended, then that's when they replace them. And I sort of do the same thing with this series. Like, we have each engine and like consist, whatever, has a 25-year lifespan, and unless I change it for just because there's something better, you know? What was I gonna say? I've done the math, and the last steam engines are gonna be running in 1985. And that's when they're finally gonna get swapped over for diesels. So now we're leaving Shoreport. Still on our trusty old commuter train. crossing over the interlocking section now onto the main line section of the bridge. And up ahead of us is a one of the monstrous Garrett-type engines hauling a coal train. A John coal train, if you will.
Giant Steps plays in the distance.
Yeah. I'm down below on the South Haven branch bridge. As we start stuttering again, we have one of the German Hudsons with its enormous passenger train. It's probably gonna overtake us.
It might not if like the stutter like halts its progress more than our progress.
Yeah. It's making more distance per stutter than we are.
This is so incredibly sad. One like and I will like launch myself into a black hole.
I deleted like 8 towns off of this map, which really crippled a lot of the profits the railroads were making. Oh, look at this scene. Oh, perfect, and it stopped stuttering right as it happened. So this is the Canyon Runner, which is the third of the main line South Haven passenger trains. It has the same style of coaches, but a different locomotive. Now, if we hop over here... Where's that train spotting area? Here it is.
Hippity hoppity, back on the train stoppity.
Yeah. Go, 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 Juice says.
Chug, 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 chug. That actually, like, weirdly works.
Yeah. There goes the only southbound West Haven train, which brings food to Shoreport. Oh wow, another mountain right there. That's a South Haven one, though. Though you couldn't tell, because both engines are just their default paint.
Oh look, this stream was brought to you by Coors Light.
Yeah. I honestly love these these mods that add like these like kind of like there's a Fruit Growers Express, Land O'Lakes. This was before they had their like cultural appropriation issues. It was just sweet cream butter. That's all it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. God, it's so weird. I keep looking back at the honey trap I laid down, and like, I haven't like noticed any like flies flying about, but it's like there are no like flies in like the honey trap, so I don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Some like weird kind of reverse psychology.
Yeah.
That'll probably like show up like when I like eventually leave to get like actual fresh air.
Yeah, they know you're hunting.
They do be like that, but it's like at like the same time they're so pea-brained that it's like I keep killing them and yet they still keep coming.
Yeah. Also, Juice says he's got to grab some lunch, but thank you for tuning in. It's always nice to see ya. So now,
sometimes I guess I'm just not seeing all like the stream chat messages. That's like weird, because like
oh yeah,
all I
sometimes
see is up to them. It's like if you're seeing them, it's like I don't doubt you. It's just sort of like with me, it's just sort of like, hey, wait a minute, am I just out of the loop? Did I just like drop into like a pocket dimension where that message was never actually sent at all?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta refresh.
Am I the imposter?
As somebody who's just like free, I look at like someone like Johnny Knoxville, like that guy, you know, he supports like being healthy and all that stuff nowadays, you know.
Well, it's just sort of like, maybe it was like Alan was much more like anarchy.
Yeah.
Compared to freedom.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing about, like, I feel like anarchy gets a bad rap, because, like, a lot of people think of anarchy as, like, yeah, just, you know, like, burn it all down and stuff, but really it's, like, anarcho-syndicalism is actually where it's at, in my opinion, but... Also, Reich V. Fox says, I'm not sure steam engine emissions were much healthier either. No, they're not, but at least with steam engine emissions, unless you're going through a tunnel, it's all going up and into the atmosphere where it'll cause global warming. With the GG1, its motors were here, and there was emissions, but that's not what was causing the cancer. It was like going into the cab. I'm pointing with my finger, because I don't have a cursor, so we'll, so, there's 2 cabs on the GG1, one over each set of drive wheels, so this is a 4664 wheel arrangement. These 4 wheels were unpowered, these back 4, it's 1938, we did it!
We did it, Reddit, we made it to the current year, and by current year...
We got some, new 480s, a new 210. Nothing immediately useful. I saw some new trucks, but yeah. So now we're on the West Haven approach. As you can see by this GG1 waiting here, by that GG Allen waiting there. We're just gonna dip up this way. Why are these all backed up? They're like all right behind each other. You're losing money. Actually, when they start off on this, once they start going the opposite direction, they'll space out more. But as I was saying, so the motor of the GG1 is in here. All of the stuff in the forward and rearward part, even though there isn't a front and back because it's a bidirectional engine, this is all stuff for like the pantograph and stuff. It was stuff in here. It was like asbestos and stuff, and that would get really hot, and that would cause like emissions that could cause cancer.
Good old asbesto.
Yeah. So now we're heading onto the East Haven one of the East Haven main lines, but this is like kind of the central spine that brings us down towards Deep Castle, which is that gigantic city over there, and East Haven. Below us is a West Haven Planks train. I just love the music in this game. Like, I've heard it a million trillion times, but I still groove out to it.
I mean, that kind of explains, like, the long silence. I can't hear, like, the game audio anymore, because it's like I'm not, like, observing through, like, Discord. But, like, that's probably for the better to, like, reduce all those, like, juicy stutters.
Yeah, we've been going good so far, no stutters. I bet when we get close to Deep Castle, it's gonna start. I can almost guarantee it. But, yeah, fun fact about the GG1. If you lived in New York City from 1937 to 1989, there was a pretty good chance you'd see a GG1.
Dang it, I was born in the wrong generation.
Yeah. Fortunately, you can still see one because there were I'm gonna get this number wrong. I think there was like 156 of them built, and 15 of them, 15, are in preservation. And here we go. I knew it. I knew right when we hit this like switch we were gonna start, because this is where it happened last night when I was running my tests. Because originally Deep Castle had another city, which was now filled in by these trees called Ronaldo Square. I just deleted Ronaldo Square because it was combining with Deep Castle, and, like, some of it still remains as Deep Castle expanded, but,
A moment of silence for our lost Ronaldo.
yeah. But then I was like, I can't just get rid of it, so I renamed this city Deep Castle and Ronaldo Square, and this area right here is Ronaldo Square, because it is a square. It's actually a trapezoid, but no one's... Who's counting? Not me. I'm not counting. Alright, and now the stutter is gone.
Numbers aren't real. Math isn't real. Wake up, sheeple.
Yeah. So now we're crossing over the Deep Castle Western Bridge as the PAX Northern rolls into Deep Castle. But I don't think we're getting off here. I think we're going to East Haven over there, because Mr. Posit is apparently going to East Haven, so of course we're getting off there.
East Haven. I thought you said Weast Haven.
That's good.
How do you do, fellow connoisseurs of Spingeborb?
Or as our good friend's brother likes to say, Sponge Boy.
Sponge Boy, me Bob. Oh look, the viewer count is going up ever since he's just started talking about Spingeborb.
Nice. Wow, this is actually one of the highest view counts I've ever had. And if anybody...
Come on, let's go! Let's go!
And if, for those who are new, my name is CD Trumpet 5. What just happened? No electric path, go to hell. Turn around. There you go. It'll just do that. It'll be like, there's no electric path, and it's like, yeah, there is.
Anyway, this is CD Trumpet 5.
Yeah.
I'm the lowly Peanut Gallery co-host.
Yeah, this is Michah Deposit. He joins me for Train Tuesdays, but now it's Freight Friday, even though we're on a passenger train. But
it's Freight Frick Friday, you flippin' losers.
Also, if notice how the game is stuttering, everybody. You've probably noticed by now. If anybody knows how to fix that, please let me know, because I was up until 2 a.m. trying to get this stream to like look better, because I'm trying to take this series all the way to the year 2040, and we're in 1937, so this is like not looking good, you know. So
this wasn't very cash money of you, Train Sport Fever 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, the game's just not optimized, you know. It's like they like, as I said at the beginning of the stream, everything on this map is all happening at once. There's no, like separation between what's going on in one part of the map and what's going on in another. But
Come on, guys, put in, like, the proper patch.
Yeah, and they just updated the game, too. But, it wasn't until I started, like, really messing around by making the map, like, way bigger than I needed to that I started stuttering, and now I've, like, reduced the map, like, significantly just by deleting towns, deleting industries, that sort of thing. But, it hasn't completely
But you're losing money by doing that.
Yeah.
Think, Dorsey!
I mean, here's the thing, like, we're still making $749 million a year. So I'm not too upset.
Yeah, but you could be making in the billions.
Yeah, I mean, we got 41 billion right here. Also passing us now is one of the East Haven's logging trains. They don't have any of the Pennsylvania Railroad, like, steam engines. There's no mods or anything, so I just use the Russian ones because they're close enough. Anyway, back on board the PAX Northern. We're crossing over the Deep Castle East Bridge after leaving the city limits, passing the logging area, heading for East Haven. Now, if there's anything anybody wants to see in this game or otherwise, please let me know. If you want me to play certain games, I'm open to recommendations. Leave them in the suggestion box. Always looking for new stuff to do, because I've kind of cemented myself as a Transport Fever streamer, but I would like to do more, you know, just until I can fix this damn stuttering problem. And for those who are curious where my interest in trains comes from, I grew up with model trains. I grew up with my grandparents, and my grandfather had a model train set. And he basically taught me everything that I know about them. And I just kind of took that and ran with it. And to the point where I've actually driven trains. I've driven more trains than I've driven cars on the road. I've driven a bunch of trolley cars, and I did the engineer program at the Valley Railroad in Connecticut, so I've actually gotten the opportunity to work with steam engines, which is, that was a wild experience. I just had to make sure my microphone was on, because that would be horrible if it wasn't.
I still heard you, so it must have been on.
Yeah, I was just worried I, muted it in OBS. So this little line here, this actually used to be the line for the circus train, which existed in, the 1800s, that went to East Haven. There's a circus industry that, for some reason, accepts logs as its, product. It doesn't put anything out, but I had a little switcher running logging trains across the bridge. But now that would be far too slow for the types of traffic that are going over it today. I could set it up again with trucks, but I want to reduce lag, not add it. So now we're coming up the East Haven approach, and we will see the town of East Haven. I don't think we've ever actually been shadowing a person into East Haven before, so this should be interesting. Just to see the sights. Over on our right is an MP54 train set, pulling out heading to Merricliff, which is to the southeast. It honestly sometimes baffles my mind that I've memorized almost every line, where things are going and what train it is and such. I mean, the GG1 is an easy one to identify, because no other train looks like that, you know what I mean? Except for the P5A, which was the proto-GG1. Oh my god, what is going on right now? Hang on. Get out of the void. Come on. Get out of the void. Hang on. Let's do that again. Here we go. Now my favorite part, clipping through all the pedestrians.
Yes, my kind of reality.
Yeah. Open fruits. Corner shop, mini market. Restaurant. Eat. Here. I love the restaurants. They're just generic, what's it called? Just they're almost real, you know what I mean?
Right. It's just sort of the kind of a non-brand versions of restaurant storefronts, because the game could not afford product placement.
Yeah. Well, I think with mods you can get McDonald's and shit in this game, which is kind of funny.
But why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
McNaldo's bad.
Currently, we're just upgrading our buses. Yeah, McNaldo's is bad, but... The new rule is no line can have more than 4 vehicles on it at a time. Let's see, we have to have a better trolley. What's like the fastest trolley that we have? Oh, it's this one, the one that we have on it already. Okay. Wow, we're getting some crazy stutter. East Haven is I think the biggest city on the map, so for a big city we need these enormous tractor trailer buses. Like, look at this thing. This is ridiculous. Like, just a Mercedes-Benz, like, tractor trailer.
Collision. Interdimensional collision.
Yeah. Here's a lag city. Let's get rid of these.
Transport Fever 2 be like, reality can be whatever I want it to be.
Yeah. And now check this out. So, Michah Deposit is on this bus. We get on it. And now we're inside the bus. There he is. There's our guy, Michah Deposit, flipping through an invisible newspaper.
No. He's just having visual hallucination. He thinks he's reading the paper, but in reality...
Yeah.
In reality, he's just, like, farting up a storm in the back, and that's why he's, like, one of the only people back there, with the exception of one other person, I think.
Yeah. Well, two other people.
Well, those two are just too stubborn. Too stubborn to, like, shift themselves and move to, like, the more front row seats.
Yeah. But this is a cool little vehicle.
You know what they say, men do be pooping.
Men do be pooping.
Women be shopping, men be pooping.
I suppose somebody has said that before. It had to have been said.
All I know is, like, somebody once said nobody's pooping. I don't know who that person is.
Yeah, I suppose somebody said that. But yeah, so now we are on the East Haven bus, line 3, heading for the Ash Street stop. Hey, check it out, Billiards. That's a really nice bar.
I prefer a Billiams.
I love, like, the vehicles, like the mods where you can ride inside the vehicles. Like, it just gives it that, like, cool little immersive detail. Alright. Nope, Michah is still on the bus.
He's taking it all the way.
You know what I'm realizing is the tractor trailer buses are too big for these city streets.
Were those, like, actually a thing? I feel like that's like, God, that's like so cumbersome though.
Yeah, I mean they were these are like German, I think.
That explains it.
Yeah, I don't think they were used much in America. I mean, but if you have a bunch of old like tractor trailer trucks, you might as well, like, reuse them if you're not. God, that trailer swing. That's, ugh.
That's like my only, like, concern with that kind of thing. it's like the same thing with like those like buses that have like the extra bus at the end of them, like dangling,
Yeah.
tailing out. That's not safe.
Yeah.
That's just like a rolling disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. I mean, vehicle safety has improved a lot since 1937. Or 1938, whatever the hell year it is now. So now we're in the residential seaside district of East Haven. This is kind of like Rhode Island a little bit. Like, you can still, like, find stuff like this out here. No trolleys, and of course, but... Like, this actually reminds me a lot of, I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called. Like, Oak Island. That's not it. I forget what it is. I went there, a few years ago. Just with the family, got a bed and breakfast there, and it was pretty cool. There wasn't this, stutter, though. God, this is awful. We made it quite far. We made it all the way to the stop before it started stuttering again. Which one of these houses do you think is yours? Oh, it's this one. Look at this. You got a nice little backyard.
No, you don't understand. I live in the backyard. The actual residents don't know I'm there.
Yeah, you live on the swing set. Or in the ice box, or whatever the fuck this is.
It's how I preserved my ute.
So yeah. Another development that I did, I don't remember if I did this off screen or not, but I actually connected Lochwin and East Haven and put an intercity trolley going in between them, because the amount of passengers getting on at both Lochwin and East Haven just to go to each other was actually causing an overflow. Like, the trains couldn't keep up. So, I built this little bridge underneath the coal line in order to, supplement, yeah, now these trolleys rocket across the Pacific River at, 60 kilometers an hour. Boston MBTA fans, eat your heart out. Check out that orange line. Can't beat that. And right as I say that, it starts stuttering again. Yeah, let's check out what's going on here. PAX Eastern has 139 people waiting for it. The PAX Northern has going to Deep Castle has 154 people waiting for it. You know, originally on this itinerary here, he was going to an industrial building in Yellowdale, which is right here, which meant we would have taken the gory and defeated railroad up to Yellowdale and then explored over there, but... This is actually, like... I would love to live at this house. Like, imagine just coming out here and standing on this little cliff. Like, wouldn't that be just, like, the sickest thing ever?
Yeah, it'd certainly be nice. Although I kind of would imagine, like, being near, like, on a water side would attract, like, kind of certain flying insects that would bite and nip at you.
Yeah. Let's see if we can decorate this.
It all depends on, like, the location. I mean, it's like, I'd like to live in, like, some place like that. But it's, like, a matter of, it's like, well, it's probably gonna be, like, too far from, like, typical civilization for me to, like, do stuff that, like, would really interest me.
Well, I just gave you a little boat.
I'm on a boat! No, I can't say that. Can't say that. The video will get claimed.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if it would. I don't know what the...
You know, Lonely Island.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on a boat featuring T-Pain.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing about, like, that era of music that I did not understand until recently, but, like, that was, like, all a joke. Like, I thought The Lonely Island was, like...
serious.
Yeah.
And not a parody group.
Like, I was like, this, like, pop music stuff is so bad, you know, and then it was like, oh.
I mean, it's like, yes, that's the point.
I gotta have some sort of dock asset, are you kidding me? No, but we have Art Deco skyscrapers. Oh my god, that's insanity. What is this? Can we just put this down anywhere? How does this work?
Looks like you need like a space that's not like glowing red, being like, stop, you violated the law, you can't place that there.
East Haven Memorial Library. Yeah, that works. How about that?
Why not name it after Reich v. Fox?
Oh, there's
Or
just
we're
like
just,
people.
waiting-
Oh shit, I accidentally just created a NPC spawner. There's just people coming out of here now.
You know what they say, people be spawning.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, and Michah has finished whatever it was he was doing at home.
Alright, time to find a new NPC.
Oh, well now we're going to a commercial building in Springwell, which actually has a pretty interesting route. We just gotta wait for the damn bus. Okay, there's one right here, right? Yeah. Nope, that's bus 2. You're waiting for bus 3? Question mark?
No,
Okay.
Chris, we're waiting for bus 4.
Yeah.
No. We're waiting for bus 5.
I don't think there is a bus 5.
We're waiting for bus 6, Chris. Get it together.
On the Mother Tree map, there was that. Like, there was, like the public transit was insane. Like, I think, one of the bigger cities had 8 buses and 4 tram lines. Like, it was, like, completely unnecessary how much stuff there was. Oh, you know what this is? This is a good train spotting area. So let's put down... We gotta have some little, a little wheelbarrow. Let's see, one of these things. Trying to find, like, gardening. Here we go. There we go. Now we can watch the GG1s from a safe distance. This is actually like a secret railfan spot that I didn't know about. That's cool. You just get like all of the East Haven stuff just going by. And then there's the North Haven coal trains over there doing their thing. Oh, more people coming to take the bus. Okay, there's bus 3. If he's going to Springwell, that means we're going back to West Haven to get on a West Haven train and then go to Springwell from there. My god, there are so many people watching this right now. That's insanity. That makes me happy, though.
Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Give this man affiliate.
I'm so
He's got
close.
the viewers. He does all the cool tricks. Give this man a Sprite sponsorship.
I would like a Sprite sponsorship. Look at this dude standing up. What's he doing?
Look at this dude.
Sir, you're on the bus.
Got myself some water.
Nice.
Gotta stay hydrated. It do be summertime.
Yeah. That'd be. This is almost like, goddamn, I can't. Is it Providence, Rhode Island that's like this? No, because Providence is a city. It's it's where J.P. Lovecraft was from. You know what I mean? That place.
JP, it's HP.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jim Patricia Lovecraft.
Well, at least Jim Patricia Lovecraft didn't name his cat or her cat.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna say it.
Let's avoid that.
We all know at like this point. Let's just like leave it at H.P. Lovecraft's cat.
Yeah, he was not a good dude at all. Wrote some damn good stories, but they were what is going on? Do you look through the bus station window? What is going on there? Like, did you see that? It was like the bus was like the invisible boatmobile for a second.
I probably like blinked and missed it.
Yeah, that was a kind of blink and miss it sort of thing.
But that's my secret. I'm always blinking.
Always be blinking.
Abe Blinken.
There's that billiards place. Gotta go there sometime. I hear it's nice. Alright, you know what? The tractor-trailer buses are fun, but we don't need them on every single line. Let's
Friendship ended with tractor-trailer bus.
Let's put the Ropoakan Abot 6, number 6 YC. That's just, yeah, we're just putting that on there.
AC 712 E5 6Q14 Alpha Beta. I don't know anymore. I do be tired. It is Friday. I'm not supposed to be on. It's supposed to be an off day.
Yeah. So now we have these Russian buses on lines 1 and 2, and the tractor-trailer buses on lines 3 and 4. Variety. Alright,
Are you sure they're Russian buses? Because they seem like they're dragging.
No, those look, I mean, those, I don't know, like, when I think of, like, Russian vehicle design, I think of very boxy sort of things. Those definitely look more like in the style of, like kind of German sort of things. And we're taking the GG1 back to, West Haven. Got stuttered, but it's okay. Oh my god, so many clones of people. That guy's got taking his hands out of his pockets and putting them back in. All these soulless faces.
It's my eternal nightmare. Crowds of people, all the frickin' same.
Yeah. Oh, there's one of the electrified freight lines that brings food into East Haven. Then trucks will pick it up and bring it deeper into the town. How is that doing? How much money is that making? Oh, it's doing $1 million a trip. That's pretty good. So these electrics are interesting because they were designed during the steam era, so that was when people thought like, oh, we need to make them look like steam engines. So this has a 2-10-2 wheel arrangement, which is extremely unusual for an electric engine. And it's got like a weird like crankshaft instead of
It looks like a green cardboard box on wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. The Hiawatha's gonna have to wait for our Gorian Defeated. I should mention that the Gorian Defeated Railroad is a play on words. It was originally a model railroad designed by a guy named John Allen, who's considered to be one of the best model railroaders of his time. He made it in like the 60s or so. And he thought the name was like, the after the battle name was too cute, but it was set in like this really roughshod area of like the Midwest. So it was kind of, like, I don't know, I think it fits, and it had a lot of unique, it was very photographable. You could take a picture of it and it would look real. It was really awesome. Also, we have a Japanese, electric multiple unit pulling in. You can see it's coming. Electrification and dieselization slowly but surely creeping its way in. These cars used to go to the town of Brighton, but I deleted Brighton, so they were transferred over to the Maracliff East Haven commuter.
Brighton is no more. The world has moved past the need of Brighton.
Yeah. Well, we still got Alston somewhere over here. Yeah, let's just, Alston, Brighton. They're basically the same town in real life.
Alston, more like Knotston. Nuns. Dang, I ruined my joke. I was supposed to say Nunston, but this is why I'm not cut out for stand-up comedy. I will backpedal all of my jokes. None of them will land. I will be constantly booed off the stage. And the sound guy will be putting on the music in the middle of my set.
Damn, that would be a rough position to be in.
It'd be bombing so hard, they have to put the music on so to keep people entertained.
I honestly, I could not be a stand-up comic. I couldn't deal with, like, silence. If people didn't think it was funny, I would get so upset. Like, I just, like, for all my viewers who have, like, started to get to know me, like little frustrations. Like, I can honestly keep my cool when something big happens, but I get upset by little stuff, which is weird, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah. But seeing, like, that sort of social failure of myself, I would get, like, real sad. Also, there goes the Springwell food train, completely full, making lots of money, though not right now, because it has an incredibly long trip. And it honestly needs an upgrade, but it's not 25 years old.
I mean, it's like, to be fair, just kind of bombing on the stage is not a fun experience unless you're actively trying to make the crowd boo you.
Yeah.
And then you sort of turn it on its head where you're trying to incite hate.
Yeah.
But it's not doing it in like where you're saying like the cheap ways of getting hate, where you're like saying like some ignorant bullshit. I mean, like, I don't know, just like,
I mean, I'm pretty thankful that I've never gotten booed off stage, and I don't plan to. Like, I was really worried when I played House of Blues that one time with Lonely Path that I was gonna get booed off, but because it was so unorganized. Like, half the band was subs. Like, it was just a disaster. Yeah, it was like real bad. But Where are GG1? There's one. Okay, so we need to high-speedify this track. It's about time. While we're waiting for the train, we might as well do it. Gone are the dreams that I had to make a loop track that goes around the whole map, but I bet I could still do it with like a bus or something, and just have the bus go to like every town. I think that would be pretty cool, just like a little scenic route. There's another set of Japanese cars coming in. I used to really hate electric multiple units, but now I kind of like them a little more nowadays. Especially the old ones. Not too many people waiting for the, what were you saying?
Nothing. I was just making a comment about, like, how... just like kind of like sometimes like older designs just kind of have just like more charm to them anyways.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of designs from our time just kind of don't. Like, it's, Oh, you know what? I realized we're going to Springwell, but we can get there by going the other way on the East Haven. So we're actually waiting for a train coming this way. And let's see where one of those is. I bet they're all bunched up. Yeah, what the fuck? They're all bunched up all the way over here. No, there's one going that way. If we go to Hamden, there's one here. How many of them are there? There's one coming this way. Man, I need to look at the PAX Northern. There's 5 GG1s. And you're going to Springwell. There's 2 3900s for some reason. 3904, right? Now there's 2 3904s. What? No, you're 3901. Then you should be 30... No, we'll leave that, because that's the old wheel arrangement. What was I doing? Okay. Before that, 3901 is going to Lachlan. Which is over here. Okay, so we're actually getting on maybe that one? I don't think so. 3903 is going to Springfield from Hamden. 3904 is at Hamden. And 6006 is at Lachlan already. So they're a little bunched up, but over time they'll just kind of spread out. I can't put more on there, unfortunately, because it'll cause even more lag. We got an MP54 coming in. These were used on the Pennsylvania and the Long Island railroads. They were called ping-pong cars because they were first of all, they were built in 1908. And second of all, they were some of the first bi-directional electric multiple units made. So the fact that they went back and forth like that, they called them ping-pongs, but also because they would rock side to side because they were not they were not stable. But they were used like a very, very long time. And right now, there's like nothing better that we can put on there, so we'll just leave these, even though these are definitely over 25 years old at this point. But, if anyone would like an NPC named after you that we can shadow around the world of the River Delta, please post a comment.
I mean, it's like we still need to make an NPC for Reich v. Fox.
That's true. We do.
Let's not forget about them.
That's true. When we get to Springwell, if we get to Springwell, I don't think yeah, we might as well just do that right now. Who are you? Where are you going? You're going to Lockwin, West Haven, and Golden Rock, and you're going to Golden Rock now. So, why don't we, well, I don't want to go back the way we came. Let's try to find a route that we haven't been on yet. Austin Lee. You're going to Austin, Brighton, and Yellowdale. But you're going to a mystery residential building on the Gorian defeated passenger main line. I think you are our person.
Austin no more. You are now Reich v. Fox.
What is going on with this this train? It should be... Oh, god damn it. What's going on now? Why is this train always glitching out?
You know what they say, trains be glitching.
Oh, you know what it is? It's too long for the station. So it's getting like stuck on the switch. So we actually need to have it come down this way, and you then go like this. No, that's not the right type of track. You go like that. There we go. That actually fixed it, I think. Not quite. We need to, oh my god. The autosave, always at the weirdest times. Okay, so this is gonna be here now. Oh, it's always when I'm trying to do something, the autosave chimes in. Then here you go. And then Pax Midland, manage line. After Alston, please come down this way. There we go. Right? Right. Well, one of the GG1s finally showed up. Yeah. You gave a follow, you get a person. Now we're just waiting for... Oh, now we just lost him. There he is. Okay.
We got him, we don't got him. We got him, we don't got him. Slipping out of our hands like a fish. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. I am still very tired and out of it.
Oh, that's alright. Right now I'm just trying to find the train that we're taking. So the Gorian defeated railroad is over here. This is what that is. We're trying to go to somewhere residential, probably Yellowdale, probably Gory or something like that. But the train, what it does is it comes into Gory, comes around here to what used to be Cold Shoulder Canyon, but we deleted that. Then it comes up, as this one is, up here to defeated. And you can see how it's spelled, too. It's, that's gory, this is defeated. It's just a little word play. Then it comes up here to Brantford, where a lot of trains are. But then it goes up this massive, ridiculous loop. It comes out here, and then it goes up through the mountain, comes out here, and then goes all the way up to Court Mesa, and then onward to Bull's Gorge. So it's just like a ridiculous train route. So we might be waiting a little bit. Where are you trying to go?
Do you mean literally or metaphorically?
This one literally. I think it's like stuck. Alright, you know what? We are
Must
going
be another
to...
game feature.
Yeah, you're telling me. We're gonna have to delete one boxcar off of each. There we go. I haven't been over here in a minute. This line was built in 1914. There he goes. That's where you wanted to go. Way down in Kokomo.
You just had to go there. You just had to quote one of the worst Beach Boys songs ever.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I loved Kokomo, but now I hate that song because it symbolizes the end of probably one of the greatest bands in history.
It marks the beginning and the end of, like, the Mike Love-led Beach Boys.
Yeah. Well, no, the end of the Mike Love Beach Boys is going to end when Mike Love is dead. That's just how it's gonna be.
Well, I mean, like, the artistic end.
Oh, well, Summer in Paradise hadn't happened yet. You know about that, right?
Right, the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, I'm saying it was the beginning of the end. Because of, like, a hit like that, led by Mike Love, you know he was gonna, like, be like, you know what they say, don't fuck with the formula.
Yeah, I would say that. You know, I'm gonna do something drastic. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to actually make a commuter train that goes from Gory to East Haven and does not involve the rest of the line, so we're just gonna do that real quick. Alright, pick a train.
Yes.
Alright, I'll give you choices from these. These 1,
The
2, 3,
shiny
4, 5,
one.
6. They're all shiny.
The one that tastes like yes. No.
All of them do.
Maybe.
Do any viewers in chat have
the one that voted for Michelle Obama?
none of the? I don't know. Just wait. Which one calls out to you?
Well, I'm gonna say like the green one, but that's because like green is my favorite color, which is kind of very shallow. But fuck it.
Well, keep in mind if they're all gonna be painted yellow because it's the gory and defeated, which takes the.
Dang it! There is no choice. I don't win. There is no free will. God is dead.
Yeah, we're gonna get a Speedy Express. This will be G&D number 3030.
More like speedy depressed.
Uh-huh. New line. Go East Haven. Yellowdale. Yellowdale. Pacific River. Yellowdale. Again. Speed the G and D. East Haven. Commuter. Let's take a look. Oh, that's hip. Look at that. That is not the whistle that would be on that train. What happens to Pacific River? Is there a crossover? Yes, there is. We need to, we actually need to speedify this track. Here's the ghost of another town that used to be here. This used to be, Fjord. There was a whole town here, now there isn't.
Now it's just an outpost.
Yeah. It's a little outpost.
CD trumpet, destroyer of civilization.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
They also call you late for dinner.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, so this is a British train. They're actually rebuilding 2 of these. This is an extinct locomotive class called the P2, where...
I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah.
And no, it's not because of Thomas the Tank Engine. Like, I actually had, like, a model train book that actually had that model.
Well, so this engine was actually based on a different engine that looked almost identical called the Mallard, which... the Mallard was a Gressley A4 class, and that had a 4.62 wheel arrangement, but the P2 was weird because it had a 2.82 wheel arrangement, which is very unusual for passenger engines. And we'll see it. We might get a better look of it when it comes out of the tunnel. Because, oh yay, and there's a regular G&D coming. Yeah, the P2 was, like, pretty successful, but they all got scrapped, so they had to, but now there's, like, preservation efforts trying to, make new ones. It's time to modernize some signalage. Here it comes. Check the wheels. You'll see it's a little different than, and this is actually a good time for the stutter, because we want it to not be moving as fast. Yeah, check it out. 282. But the Mallard was, they built this so it was, a little bit more powerful than the Gressley A4. It wasn't as fast though. The Mallard still holds the world steam record, and the P2 often did get confused for the A4 because that streamline thing did confuse many people. But yeah, they're actually, I don't know if there's, I mean, it's been ages since I've seen any Thomas the Tank Engine adjacent stuff. I don't know if they ever put a Mallard in there, but,
They did. It was
did?
like, but it was like the later season. It was like around like, sorry, like series 6, I think. It was in like
Okay.
the later seasons, later series.
Okay.
Like kind of post, like basically in like the kind of declining era of like the kind of like the actual like physical model trains
I see, yeah.
series.
That was the thing, like, you know, when I was a kid watching that, I learned, like, about pride and about ego long before I knew, like, really what it meant to, like, know any of that stuff. And, like, they kind of got rid of all of, like, the educational elements of it. Like, now
Right.
it's, like, I've seen, like, reviews of later stuff, and it just looks bad. It's, like, not educational at all. It's like, haha, the train tipped over, but no one was
Right.
hurt, and it's like, come on. You
Or,
know,
like,
there
some,
used to
like,
be
other-
consequences for stuff. Like, if there was an
Right.
accident, like, that character would get, like, you know, put away in a shed because he, like, fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that was,
Or like basically sent off to the works
yeah.
for an indefinite amount of time.
Well, that...
I mean, like, yeah, it was like a little bit, it was like more taken seriously because it was like those like episodes were based on like the stuff that was written by like the Reverend who like
Yeah.
originally wrote like those like stories. Like
Yeah.
he like was like he just like he was like he took it like really seriously and put like very like very like kind of profound like kind of messages in there.
Well, the reason why the early series of that show were so good was also because Rev Audrey, you know, he was around in the late, like he started writing those stories, I think in the 60s maybe, I'm not certain about that, but England held on to steam locomotives a lot longer than America did. Like, they were still
Right.
using, like, their rust bucket, like, engines from, like, even some from as far back as, like, 1896 in the 1960s, which is, like, crazy. But, you know, he was watching them slowly but surely dieselize the line. And this huge part of, like, English industrial culture was just getting, like, eliminated, and nobody gave a shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's the thing about, like, where I'll often lament about how nobody really cares about trains. It's because they've never seen, like, a train that actually was, like, where you see it and you're like, whoa. You know what I mean? And that's, like, with steam
Yeah.
engine, they have that effect, you know, where you're like, wow, like, this is, like a piece of technology, you know, it's just incredible, right? And that's like one of the key plot points in the Railway series is the dieselization of Sodor, which is horrifying if you think about it. Like, it's basically like all the engines that live there and stuff are gonna get like literally killed because they're not efficient enough, you know?
Right.
And it's like, that's like deep, you know? Like, that's like, that shows like, that goes deeper than like, you know, even the stuff I was talking about, pride and ego. That's like a critique of like capitalism, you know?
Right.
How like once a worker becomes useless, it's like just send him to, you know, jail or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I love, like, the podcast stuff we do on here. Like, that's really, like, I really enjoy that. Like, just talking about, all the different stuff. So this GG1 is gonna wait for the G&D coming in. And then we're gonna take another train ride, because the train is finally here. We don't have to just sit and wait at the East Haven station anymore.
Oh, Rika just like says, we still run lots of small heritage lines around the country as people have this big love for steam in the UK, although its problems
Alright, it's a problem,
well.
yeah.
As well as when like they gets like the mainline people do the dumbest shit to take a photo.
Yeah. That happens.
Of course.
That happens here because steam is even rarer in America. So when a steam engine is running around, all the rail fans have to get a front row seat. And the Union Pacific 844 actually hit a woman and killed her, on its last excursion run, because she was like standing on the tracks to get a photo of a different train that was passing by, and it just came right up behind her and just squashed her, like, and like. You know, that's why, but because that happened, now it's like, one thing in America that I don't think England does is you're actually not supposed to be anywhere near the tracks. Like, if you are, you're considered a trespasser, even if you're just taking pictures or just, like, doing anything. Because I don't want to call it a problem, but there's a lot of hobos who still hop freight trains, and it's not even because they're homeless and they want to, it's because they want to, like, LARP as hobos. It's really weird,
God.
You know, and one of those dudes got snagged by an Amtrak train as he was waiting for a freight, and he turned his back, and it snagged his backpack and, like, dragged him, like, 4 miles, you know, and, like, and obviously he died, you know, but it's
well, I mean, it's like, if you're getting dragged by a train, you're gonna, like, really eat serious shit, and it's gonna, like, tear your face off.
Yeah, he was pasted, but yeah, no, you're right. It's like the rail fans. I as a rail fan, like I like to sit back and just enjoy the train going by. I don't need to take a picture of it because I don't take pictures of anything. You know, I'm like rarely on social media, you know, I'm just like kind of, I mean, I should be because I'm trying to be a musician and whatnot, but like, you know, I don't know. It's like if I see a train, I'm happy. I saw it. I've probably seen it before anyway, and if it's a rare sight, I can say, oh wow, I saw this rare thing that I'm probably not ever gonna see again for years or ever, you know? But it's like, I think the obsession with getting, like, this good shot all the time, and, like, I don't know, like, you're right, people do dumb stuff. Like, they'll, like, I mean, I couldn't even imagine. I saw this video of a British, like, cop, like, pulling a dude away from a fence as, like, the tornado, like, went by at 100 miles an hour. And, like, and, for reference, Micah, the tornado is a very, very fast British Pacific engine.
Well, I thought you meant like a literal tornado.
No, they called it the tornado because it, Reich says, our national operator shames people online for it. Someone recently sat a toddler on a crossing for a photo op. Oh my god. One guy parked his car sideways on a level crossing to get a fancy car shot. Now, see, I'd say that's not even, that's not even, like...
Child Protective Services?
Yeah, that's not even, like, dumb rail fans. That's just dumb people at that point. That's, like, people, like, not understand... Like, I've seen people, like... You know, their Lamborghini gets stuck on the tracks and they're standing in front of it waving their arms as a, like, million-ton BNSF freight train is barreling down on them. And they're like, dude, why didn't you stop? After their Lamborghini gets pasted by an SD70. Like, it's just like, come on. Like... Also, Delra says, I once shot a man to get that classic life leaving... God damn it, Sam. I mean, not to get too far into this, but there are people like that, and it's horrible. But yeah. Now we get to tour the Gorian defeated railroad. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's follow this guy. Now we're passing the new commuter train that we've installed on the G&D that will ferry passengers between Pacific River and East Haven. Honestly, you know what? That should, because it's not operating out of gory. It should probably be an East Haven train pulled by a GG1, but you know what? There's enough East Haven on this map.
We need more West Haven.
West Haven, yeah.
I don't know.
That's kind of what the Gory and Defeated is. It's like farther east than the East Haven. I'm very curious where this mysterious unmarked residential building is. I'm sure we'll find out very shortly as we pull into Yellowdale.
And it's like, once we find out, we can finally dox Reich. Got him. Sorry, we don't make the rules. That's just how it is on the CD Trumpet 5 streams.
No, I don't dox anyone.
Well, quote-unquote dox. This unmarked residential building will no longer be unmarked once we get there. I don't know. Am I taking the joke too far?
No. I really wish they'd make a baggage car mod that held passengers instead of, my god, that whistle is very loud. That held,
Thank goodness I don't have the audio on.
Yeah. That held passengers instead of goods, because this baggage car, though it's historically accurate for it to be here, is just dead weight. And, I wish it was like, it held like even a single passenger would be nice. How's our commuter doing? 41 out of 72 passengers on its first run. That's actually pretty good. We might need to add a second one. I am not a fan of that junction, though. We're gonna have to fix that.
Probably for, like, until, like, next time. I feel like we're, like, kind of rounding... We're nearing the end. Like, it's been, like, kind of 2 hours already, but...
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
You just fucking deleted the track while the train is...
Yeah. Well, I gotta have it come up at a more shallow angle than what it was doing.
Sam says the train was doing the worm.
Yeah, it really was. That's what I mean by, like, lumpy track. I hate it. Like, I can't just let it sit. I gotta, there we go, all better. It's gonna do the worm a little bit, but not as nearly as badly. This is the, ghost town of Bull Fjord. We'll just wait for our, train to pass by. Oh, I forgot, there's an East Haven electrified freight line that goes up this way. It's very, interesting. Most of my viewers are from the UK. And they're all, like, UK rail fans. I think it's 'cause, like, I don't know, a lot of Americans, I find, are really gung-ho about diesel trains, and I am not a fan of diesels nearly as much as I am steam. Like, first-generation diesels, yeah, they got character, I'll admit, but, like, I don't know, like, the US just doesn't care about steam engines, and if they do, they only care about the biggest ones that there are, like the Big Boy or 844 or whatever, but it's like, I just want to see there be enough that, like, there can be a, what could be considered a proper, like, heritage, fleet of steam. And there really isn't a lot. Like, I think there's, like, 50 running, whereas the UK has, like, something close to, like, 200, I think. But I could be wrong about that. I just know their museums are more full than ours are. Like, for example, this this USRA Light Pacific, there are none of those class remaining. There's only one Heavy Pacific, and all the other Pacifics are, like, were, like, built to different specifications, so they don't, like, fit. There are many, many, many extinct classes of American steam engine.
Reich is chiming in. It's not unusual for a ton of old locos and stock to be sitting in heritage sidings, just rotting away due to no funding.
Oh yeah, that's happening over here. If you look at Steamtown, Pennsylvania, look at pictures of their, like, I love that museum because they have a lot of cool stuff there, but god damn, it is in bad shape, and they're a National Historic Site, so they probably get the same amount of money as, like, a public park, but the problem is, it doesn't work to have them get the same amount of money as a public park, because it's not a public park, it's a railroad museum. You know, it costs, like... So, for the wood-bodied trolley cars that I was working with at the trolley museum, guess how much money it costs to restore one of those? Like, one of these. Right here. Oh, the stream's a little laggy, but... It costs a... just toss a number out there. I want to see what your guess is.
Reich says $1 million.
That's...
Delaware says fucking negative 7,000.
It's actually like 5 million. For one car. $5 million for one of these. Because a lot of them, the parts aren't being made anymore, so they have to go to a specialty... Also, what is going on with that trailer? Like, it's just, like, it's a mess. Like, it's, Also, this is a really cool electric engine. I always like these. The 482s. They were originally gonna make these be 484s, but the drive wheels were so big, they were just like, oh, you know what, let's just have them be, God, this fucking Pax Midland again. This is not gonna be a double slip anymore. There we go. That fixes it. We're driving on the left for a while. What is this? England? Oh my god, it got completely messed up. No. Pause. Hang on. After Alston, you hit Alston, Brighton, Signal 3. That is correct. But then you're going to go on this track. Can you do that? Please do it. And then you go to Bushford. And then you're...
Oh no, we got a bot in the chat.
If one of my pleasant moderators... Alright, I'll just do it. Get out of here. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. So he's not getting off at Pacific River. We're going to Gory. I want to use, like, the pilot camera, where you can, like, you know, like this, but I'm really worried, we're gonna lose our character, and since I don't know where he's going, I don't want to... It's gotta be Gory, though. That's where there's, like, one of those people... Yeah, the passenger car is opening. Yeah, they just open up all of the doors. That's for, they throw baseballs from the other side of the platform to give to all the passengers. Let's get a little rail fan action here. That bridge is awful. I hate that. Why did I build that way? It just looks like a roller coaster.
Because you were on your 2 a.m. bender.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I built this, like, a long time ago. I think we'll let the year run in 1939, and then we'll call it there.
Sounds good. That probably makes a good, like, closing point than just being like, guys, it's 2 hours. I think we need to end the stream. My pants are chafing.
Yeah.
Or some dumb excuse like that I have.
Oh, we're in Gory. We haven't explored this town before. So, the thing about Gory is it got demolished in, like, episode 1. Or not episode 1,
got demolished by the Tories.
Haha, that's actually really good. We're going to build some skyscrapers. What is this, Big Ben? No. Fun fact, I live in a town that has a clock tower that is 1 foot shorter than Big Ben. And, we call it Big Larry. The only thing I'm doing by putting all of these giant skyscrapers in is causing more lag, but who cares? This town needs houses. We're going to a residential building.
Reich says, it's like, oh, have you noticed that the station clocks in the game, by the way, they show your local time.
Really? What time is it?
It's time to get a watch.
It's 4:31. That's not the right time. Hang on, we need to find one that's Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It does show it. That's really cool. Thanks for pointing that out. I never noticed that. Stutter City. These trams aren't making diddly squat for cash, I bet. Yeah. Gory Trolley 2. Should we ice it or should we, Well, because the thing is I don't know why this town isn't growing. Because it's gotten no tools and no machines ever. That would explain it. Well, now I know what we're doing next episode, but... Oh, we're getting off the, we're going on a nature walk. Oh, this lamppost is our home. Very nice. At home. We're gonna pretend it's that house over there. Maybe we could do some surveying and figure out where we're going to get the damn tools from.
You live inside a lamppost.
Apparently so.
It's like...
Okay, we're gonna
it must be an interdimensional portal that like takes you to Narnia or some shit.
Whoops, I just screwed up. Let's put that like that, and then... There we go. Get ready for some shipping. This is just gonna be a nice and easy little, trucking route and shipping. No trains involved. Come on. There we go. Nice and flat. And then we'll get a stone bridge. Boom. Maybe a little bit of tunnel. Through the, what's it called? The, environmentally friendly section. Whoops. And we're just gonna... Whoa! Oh my god. Holy shit, what was that? Ooh, can we come in this way? Yes, we can. Boom. Then, we have all these industrial buildings, but no commercial. I feel like we might have to delete the town and put it back in again. Curious. I actually don't know how to fix this. Yeah. Goodbye. Then plant the town again. And we need tools and machines. And boom. Oh my god, that was way too much. All of this is getting out of here. I said a small town. This is humongous. Should have put tiny. But now we have commercial buildings, so that's good. But now we have to finagle this dumb bridge again. How's that? No, those trains are going to be doing the worm. There we go. We pop this over here. Give it a little stone bridge. Get a truck stop. Put it right in the tools area. Then we set up our shipping route. So the tools factory is all the way over here. We need to somehow get tools down to the dock. Let's do that real quick. Road, 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 road. Nope, not quite. There we go. And we bring her around like so. And then just connect it up like that. And boom, that looks awful, but who cares? Truck stop. And a truck stop here. Let's make some lines. New line. Boom. Oh, and now, Reich actually has a house because we made him one. There we go. This is going to be G&D Tools Trucking. Then, we come over here. New line. The hell? Oh. Oh, we need to put a truck stop over here. Buildings, truck stop. Come on, autosave. A little quicker on the draw, please. And this comes down to the port. G&D Tools Port. Then new line. Boom. Boom. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. Because we already have boats. Manage line. Bushford Port. Here. Wait, these are named the same thing. This is going to be, Gory Exchange. Oh, that's gross. Gory Exchange. Ew. There we go. But we need to give this a large dock. And a landing. And also, one thing we need to do is completely revamp the tram system because we broke it. We're almost there. Almost at 1939. Well, we fixed the tram. Now this town is apparently called Purity Rock, which... no. Well, now people are actually using the tram. Why don't we just enjoy some trainage as the year 1938 winds to a close. Yeah, Michah, thank you very much for joining me on this podcast and gameplay playthrough, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's always like nice to like just join in and just like talk with my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that it is. I'm just, up 20. Count down from 12. It's almost time. This is the Cliff Coast food train. And now people are actually using the trolley. Get ready for Christmas. It's about to be Christmas. I feel like there's actually too many trolleys on here. Let's just have 2. There we go. The more stuff we can cut down on, the better. Yay, it's Christmas! I was gonna do a Christmas in July show, but it got rained out. Just semi-unfortunate.
Rain.
Yeah. It was supposed to be last Sunday. Yeah, and I'd like to say a quick thank you to all of the viewers. Delris7, thank you for having me on your stream earlier. That was very, very nice. Always a fun time. Thank you to Reich V. Fox for your follow and for your contributions to the chat. I'm glad to have a new viewer who enjoys trains as much as I do, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep working on trying to fix this stutter, because, like, the only thing I want is for it to not be doing this. I just want to see the trains go by. That's all I want. But, Yeah, so long as I can do an informative podcast and have a bunch of people also enjoy it, you know what I mean? That's what I like. And let's see, who else is here that I could thank? Juice Stein. I see some familiar faces. Sad Girl, Polina 93. And there's some new people as well. So thank you all for attending. I'll